Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, and today we are going to be comparing the 2025 Republic Juggernaut and the 2022 ATTE. These are two of probably the most common large Republic vehicles in the Star Wars universe, and there's definitely a lot to talk about with these sets, especially with the turbo tank. There was a lot of controversy about that one. If you want to see the full review for the turbo tank, that is out on my channel. But I figured that these two sets would be good to review. They both have they're both kind of the same criteria. They're both large Republic vehicles with some highly requested clone factions. So as always, we're going to talk about the minifigures, the price, the detail and accuracy, and then my opinion of which one is better. I haven't tallied up the score yet, as I'm recording this now, so I can't tell you which one wins, but you can go ahead and make your guesses on probably which one it will be. But without further wait, let's go ahead and dive right into this comparison. So taking a look at the minifigures in each set here, we actually do have the same number of minifigures in each set, which I did not realize at first. And we actually get 3 droids in each set, and then 3 of the normal battalion troopers in each set. So the thing with the turbo tank is we get the Jedi, and then the commander, along with 3 of the clones with the Galactic Marines. However, in the ATT, we get the commander, 3 clones, a special clone, but no Obi-Wan Kenobi. So the turbo tank does give us the Jedi commander for those of you who do not already have a Ki-Adi-Mundi. However, the ATT did not give you an Obi-Wan if you didn't already have an Obi-Wan. And then with the ATTE minifigures, there's a lot of issues, I feel like, with the helmets on them, but not as much with the Galactic Marines. The only thing there is waist capes, but I really feel like that's not that big of a deal. So honestly, when it comes down to minifigures, the Republic Juggernaut does win in this category. So when it comes to the price portion, it is definitely clear that the ATTE is the winner here. This cost $140 and has a lot more pieces. It is much larger, as you can see. And then the turbo tank here costs $160. It is substantially smaller. It's the smallest turbo tank they've ever made. And also, I just feel like you're getting more for your money with the ATTE, because you also do get the spider droid here included with it. So you're definitely getting more in the ATTE than the Juggernaut, so the ATTE does win in this category. So our next portion here is going to be the detail and accuracy, and I know a lot of you are probably thinking the ATTE will just sweep it in this category, but the turbo tank here actually does have some accuracy to it, a lot of accuracy. So this area here is very accurate, the proportions here are accurate, and actually the sand blue up here and on the wheels is actually accurate to the Clone Wars version of the turbo tank, which is what I think this is supposed to be based off of. And then on this back portion here, in one episode that shows Ahsoka and a clone trooper on here with this gun emplacement, so this whole back portion is very, very accurate. However, when it does come down to the comparing the accuracy, the ATT definitely has a lot more. It's much larger, it has this nice cannon emplacement, everything is very nice and accurate, especially in the front. And then when it comes down to the minifigures, it is kind of a tie here, but I feel like these minifigures are more accurate than these, except for Bakara. But ultimately, when it comes down to the accuracy, this one is a little difficult. I am going to give it to the ATTE, not because it is my favorite, but it just does have more accuracy to it. And especially when you're looking at the size-wise, this is a lot more accurate in size than the turbo tank is. So on to our fourth and final category here, my opinion, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, the ATTE is better. It is more worth your money, the minifigures are nicer, you get a secondary build than just the main one. This one's very cool, you can open it up in so many different ways, the whole interior is being used, it has the carrying handle, a lot of play functions. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like this turbo tank. It is the only one I have. I do think it does have some cool play features and stuff with it. It definitely opens up and stuff too. It does have these stability issues though, but I do definitely like the Galactic Marines, Bakara, and Ki-Adi-Mundi. Those are definitely nice to finally get in LEGO form. But when it comes down to a detailed comparison between these two, it has to be the ATTE. It's just arguably the better build and better set, and I have said this before in some other videos, the ATTE is my favorite LEGO Star Wars set that I own. So when it comes down to this, the ATTE wins. So in the end, we do have the ATTE winning with a final score of 3-1. I definitely do think this is a nicer build, nicer model, nicer set, more for your money. But don't get me wrong, this turbo tank over here, I do still like it. I mean, I don't like the price as much, but I do like the build. I like it the way it looks, and I really do like the minifigures. That's honestly the highlight for me. And honestly, the stickers on this set aren't even that bad. However, they aren't on the ATTE either. I just definitely like this walker in general. I like these characters, so the ATTE is arguably the better set, so it deserves this win with the final score of 3-1. Well, folks, that is all for the comparison. We do have the final score of 3-1 with the ATTE winning. I'm sorry that the scoreboard and the picture are backwards and they don't match up. I need to fix that next time I do a comparison. But the don't get me wrong, the turbo tank still is a nice build to me. I do kind of like it. I mean, I know there's a lot of issues with it, and I do agree with that, but I do like the minifigures and the overall design, and I feel like this was originally made with the intention of it being like a $110 set, but then LEGO realized they could put Galactic Marines in it and make it a lot more of an expensive set. Some people are calling it clone tax, but I do think the HETE is a better build, better quality. It's just overall a very nice ATTE. I know a lot of people like this one, and it's personally my favorite set. But that is it for the review. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy to help me reach my goal of 100 subscribers by the end of 2025. If you want to check out the review for the Turbo Tank or other 2025 August sets, they are out on my channel. But that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure you tune in for the next one.